Hello everyone, it's Diego back here with another video here. Today we're going to go over the 7 most useful automations for business in Make.com. Make.com, for you guys that don't know, is the best automation platform for businesses, which helps you automate different, kind of processes. And we've all seen like templates and stuff on YouTube out there that are sharing like cool use cases for Make.com, but not actually practical in use case for the business like day-to-day life. And today I'm going to share 7 of them with you, so you can take them and inspire yourself to create similar stuff, or even take the templates, which I'm gonna share down below in the description. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so here we are in Make.com. If you don't have an account, you just create an account. I think there's gonna be a link in the description if you want to use that. But yeah, like I said, here we are on the platform. You just create an account and go to scenarios, and to create a new scenario is pretty simple. You just click here, create a new scenario. And you can, import the blueprints, which I will leave in the description as well for all of these. Okay, this is going to be workflow number 1, which is going to be generate and send invoices. Generating and sending invoices and, watching payments from clients is one big time saver, especially when you need to update the CRM and stuff like that, and do things based on the payment status. How this works is I have all the client information and stuff stored in my CRM, so I just when I'm in the sales call, I just input a price and click generate invoice, and it's going to be generated, automatically sent to their email, right? So this is pretty cool, especially when I'm trying to save time and, close my clients as fast as possible, right? And, saves me the time of, writing everything aside from the invoice and, going to Stripe, etc., etc. And yeah, this has saved me like hours every single month. And it's definitely a must build if you run a B2B service, or you just generate a lot of invoices, right? I pair this with workflow number 1, which is really doesn't count as workflow number 2, but this is, to wash new payments and update CRM. So let's say I send an invoice, right? I need to know in my CRM when that invoice is paid, right? When is that invoice paid, etc., etc. So I can, onboard clients based on that and follow through with the onboarding automations and stuff like that. So this is just like another step for the payments automations, which makes it pretty useful, right? So now let's go to workflow number 2. So this is gonna be workflow number 2, which I am gonna generate as an example for you guys. I built this on the last video. This is an AI lead magnet generator. What this does, it's basically a better way to get more leads and close more deals thanks to this workflow right here, which generates custom lead magnets for your prospects with AI, right? So it basically books you more calls. So what's happening here is, let's say this is a form, right? And it's going to generate a basic marketing strategy specifically for my client. It's going to grab their websites, and based on that, it's going to generate their strategy. That is going to give them one social media post they can post for free. So that gives them more incentives, so they give me all of their information right here. Generate a post image with AI also, and it's gonna send it to my email, right? So I'm gonna run this and I'm gonna show you guys what I received, right? So as you can see, here is what we got delivered, right? Which is a pretty detailed, custom marketing plan for Diego, current status of a client, and I just inputted some information right here, pretending I run a plumbing agency, right? More on this lead magnet on the video, which I'm gonna link down below as well, okay? Now this is gonna be workflow number 3, which is an example of automatic client onboarding, right? So let's say I close a client and I need to onboard as fast as possible. And this is a process that used to take a long time, like 2-3 hours for each client, or even more. Like I said, this can get even more complex to where you develop a solution that saves you like 10 hours for onboarding. So every time you onboard a new client, it's all done automatically, so you don't have to do anything. In this example, I just kept it simple. Just kept it to Google Drive and sending some personalized emails. But for example, let's say when the status is updated to a client in my CRM, we send the webhook right here, payment is done, and we look for the client in the CRM. And then we create a bunch of stuff right here. For example, right here, we create a Google Drive. We upload the contract in the Google Drive, which was taken from the CRM, right? Then we send the welcome email. We wait for a couple minutes, and then we create a custom email, which is gonna be like, the first email is gonna be automatic, and it simulates like the human writing the email. And we create a personal welcome email, right? So after a few minutes, we're gonna send the onboarding instructions email, which is gonna be not generated by AI, but pretty much generic again, right? Just with the variables of the name, etc. And then we update the CRM, right? We update the CRM on what has happened, like onboarding email sequence is sent. And yeah, we just update that on our CRM. Right here, we update the CRM with the Google Drive folder link, right? So that's pretty much it for client onboarding example. As you can see, you can add pretty much another branch right here. Let's say it's communication, create a Slack channel, something like that. You can do that pretty easily, right? And this can get pretty much as complex as you would like it. Yeah, like I said, this is just to give you an idea. This right here is workflow number 4. And as you can see, this was connected to the webhooks, but I just add like the set variable because I just wanted to be quick to do a quick representation of this, so I don't have to test a webhook. So yeah, this is basically to generate custom contracts. Let's say a lead fills out a form or the onboarding form in theory, and you want to create a custom contract automatically instead of you going in and just filling out the variables. You can do that with make.com, and you can potentially even send it directly to DocuSign, so they can just add their signature and that's it, right? I just wanted to keep it simple, like I said again. So right here, what's happening, it's getting the variables, creating a document from a template, which is just a random template I found here, and then sending that contract to my email, right? And I'm gonna do a visual representation of that. As you can see, I'm gonna click run once, and since the variables are just set, this is gonna be pretty easy. As you can see, if we go to my email right here, to my email inbox, here is the document to sign. And as you can see, this proposal is created by me, for me, but yeah, and it adds a bunch of more variables like in my email, etc. Client name right here. But yeah, and it was just like 2 variables just to have the example. Yeah, it was like, what was the variables? Yeah, just the title and the name pretty much, right? And services provided in the company. We could potentially right here add DocuSigns or PandaDoc, whatever you use. Send the document to sign, and add this document as a PDF, like here, as a PDF, and just from a template, add the signature down below here, so the client can just go here, click submit signature, and just sign it, right? Which would make the process easier for both, right? But I'm not doing that in this video just for the sake of the video, but I created a video of this custom workflow. If you want to see it, it's gonna be linked below as well, right? Workflow number 5 is gonna be this generate blog post workflow, which every business can generate some blogs and to help with their reach on the internet, right? So I think having a good consistent blog posting workflow, even though it's blogs aren't as good as they used to be because of this AI content, it's still good to be providing content, I think, at least once a week, right? So you can set this up to be running once a week. Set this up to be running once a week, and you get infinite content basically, whatever times you want. Does not have to be once a week, but yeah. This is just one part of the workflow I created. This is actually built on Airtable, and it will actually generate the full blog for you, right? It will generate the full blog for you with the keywords, meta description, images, etc. Add it to WordPress, and yeah, I created a full extensive 1-hour video on this as well. If you want to watch that, it's going to be linked in the description. But yeah, this is basically a way to get infinite content, and there is pretty much this is pretty much, I think, the best way to do it, because you're combining human input with AI. You're giving it the ideas, the context, etc., and it's just generating the content based on that, instead of like the AI creating the content, right? So workflow number 6 is gonna be not so much of a workflow, but a pretty good use case for Ming.com, which you can integrate into any of your workflows. And I think a lot of businesses use this use case. I use this in a lot of my scenarios, right? Which is basically to interact with APIs and scrape any website. So for example, let's say I want to scrape my leads website, and then generate a custom email to send them to send them, right? So I just add like the variable right here. Let's say I have a Google Sheet, right, which gives me the email and the website of my leads, right? But to generate the first line, I want to be super personalized and maximize personalized as possible. So what I want to do is I want to be able to scrape their website first, get all the website data and make the website data shorter, right? So that I can give it to ChatGPT and create a personalized first line, however I train it to do, right? So let's run this. This is gonna be my own website, scalestream.io. So I'm just gonna run this anyway, and as you can see, it went through and scraped all my websites, and it gave me all of this input, right? But this is a bunch of data I don't want, so that's why I use this HTML to text, which is gonna give us a much more shorter version of it, and just give us the important part, right? Like the headlines and stuff like that. And with this, we can give it to ChatGPT, to generate a personalized first line, right? For example, or let's say you're doing, I don't know what people like you could do with people's websites, right? But that's just the example I'm using, because that's what I've been using it more for, to generate personalized first lines. Okay, so next is gonna be interacting with APIs. So let's say you got a list of, for example, this is just an API I found that I used a lot as well, which is gonna be from a LinkedIn URL. Let's say you got a LinkedIn URL list, and let's say you want to get a little bit more information about the prospects. Let's say you're doing LinkedIn outreach and you want a first line as well, or you want to get their phone numbers. You can use an API to do that, right? So just do this, set up the API correctly, and ignore this. I'm gonna deactivate my Rapid API key. But yeah, this is gonna be an API interaction, which if you don't know anything about APIs, I have a couple videos on that as well. But yeah, you set up like a list of LinkedIn URLs. This is my LinkedIn URL, as you can see right here. I'm gonna go to LinkedIn. This is my URL, as you can see. And what this API is gonna do is it's gonna come back with all the information from LinkedIn. Okay, so it's gonna come back with the LinkedIn data. As you can see, status code 200, and it's gonna come up with all of this information. As you can see, this is gonna be my about section. Over the last couple of years, built a successful company in the AI and automation space, and committed dozens of people with it. As you can see, over the last couple of years, okay. As you can see, that's the description. For example, this could serve for many purposes, and this is just more scraping. And in this case, let's say you are running a cold email campaign and you need to verify the emails. This is another example. I use APIs for to verify the emails first before I send an actual email, right? So let's say you're doing this for email. I just verify the email through an API of Million Verifier, which is a very good email verifier service, and they have an API platform. So what I do is I just make an API call to verify the email. So let's say using this email, Diego@scalestream.io, which is my company's email. So let's click run once and let's see if it's a valid email, right? So data, as you can see, quality is good. Okay, so what I do is I have a router here, for example. which separates the two, which is good emails, and bad emails, right? So good emails actually proceed with the workflow and bad emails actually end there, right? So we don't want to do anything with bad emails, and we do want to do stuff with the good emails. So we don't want our sender emails to be banned, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the scrapes examples. Let's go to the next workflow. This is gonna be a TikTok repurposed to other platform kind of flow. And this goes back actually to the APIs, right? So let's say I'm posting on my TikTok, right? TikTok campaign management. I don't know why that's called campaign management. Let's say new video uploaded. So when I upload a new TikTok video, I don't need to worry about, kind of reposting everything, or about paying $100 a month for a subscription to just repost my TikTok videos, which I don't need at all, right? So I just use this API, which basically downloads my TikTok videos I upload, and this checks it, I think, every day, right? This checks it every day. It will download the video. It will save the videos to my CRM first, or to my hub where I have my content, I have my leads, etc. And it will save to my Airtable, and it will update to upload to Facebook. It will create a LinkedIn description, and it will what did I just do here? It will generate the LinkedIn description, and it will post it as a video post, right? And this is if I just add a hashtags, which is going to be in the video description, contains the hashtag, which is going to be hashtag LinkedIn. If not, that means it's like kind of more personalized TikTok style, and it's not going to be posted on LinkedIn, right? And this is going to be if the duration of the video is less than 90 seconds, because if it's more than 90 seconds, it can't be uploaded to Facebook pages. And then it just uploads it as a video or as a reel to YouTube, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it for this automation. Those were the 7 already, but I want to add this just as an example of a practical application you might see right now, right? So if, for example, you're getting your templates sent if you submit the form down below in the description, right? So as soon as you get your templates, this workflow is the one that runs, right? So as soon as you get your templates, I add you to my CRM, and I actually verify your email on the app I told you, right? Mailin verifier. And if your email is not deliverable, I actually exclude you from here. Sorry, but you don't get the lead magnet if you submit a bad email, right? And so, yeah, if you submit a bad email, you won't get the templates. But yeah, you'll be excluded from here, and only good emails actually receive the lead magnet delivery email. And after this, I add to Beehive, which is like a newsletter platform, and I add you over there, so you get my email newsletters, right? And then I update on Airtable, so I know which people have good emails, which don't, which are added to my Beehive and which are not, right? So yeah, this is the last workflow I'm gonna be showing you guys. Let's go back to the camera. Hello, Diego here again. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. If you want some of these solutions I just shared or something similar, you have a lot of ideas but don't know how to implement it in your own business, you have helped over 20 businesses, medium to big size businesses on the last year, implement these kind of solutions into different areas of the business, right? So if you're interested, just definitely book a call down below in the description. If you're like trying to start your own thing and just want to implement yourself, the templates are going to be down below in the description as well. So that's it for today, guys. Like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and yeah, bye bye.